All right, I'm on hole number 3 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament. I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division, and I still haven't. Let's go look at hole number 3. This is the par 3 here, and the way the wind's blowing today, earlier, we'll see if it holds true. Earlier today, the wind was blowing kind of like in this direction, so somewhere in that plane. So I was able to pull the wind off in this rough area and not have to get into the sand. I think I did just a straight up 1-for-1, and I hit a 1 ring. This is what's crazy about it, is I hit a 1 ring. Let's see if I can scroll any deeper. If I can get any closer. So I hit a 1 ring great to the right and ended up in the sand right here, which I thought was really weird. It might have carried too far. Maybe I just did a 1-for-1 and I didn't do the 10%. And then I hit it great to the right and it ended up in the sand. So I'm going to do a 10% adjustment. I'm still undecided on ball. When we were playing in the practice session, I ended up on this hole almost every time with a Titan, with a 3-power ball. And I was practicing. I tried this out at the very beginning, and it's beautiful. And then I wanted to see what our options were. So my teammates were hitting this one, and I was actually hitting the one from back here. And my minimum red line was right here, and my mid was right here, and my max was up here. And I wanted to move this mid towards this, so I was going to switch to a katana so that I was more at mid club right here. And that would put me here at max. So it'd be the 1-for-1. But I'm gonna stick with a Titan just because I hit this spot so many times with the Titan. And I could switch to a katana just to cut the wind, or a kingmaker just to cut the wind down. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try that front rough bump and see like the way that the wind's blowing, if we can work the wind out. And I'm gonna do a 10% adjustment. So I want to make sure I've got a sniper and a kingmaker. Not the king of balls, but close. All right, here we go. See if we can get it in the hole. And my teammates were hammering me on this hole. I mean, hole in one after hole in one after hole in one. And I was dinking around out here trying some different spots. And they were beating me. They were beating my butt is what they were doing. They were taking advantage of me. So it's kind of riding right with it. So depending on what ball you bring out and how low you can get the wind, you could potentially avoid getting into the sand with your adjustment. And it's super steep right there, so you don't want to have to adjust into the sand. If you can hear music in the background, it's Weezer Radio on Pandora. I listen to some other people's content and they've got music playing in the background. And is there some channel where you can get like sucky stream music? Because it seems like all of them, that's what they play, is sucky stream music. All right, let's see what kind of wind we got here. 2.5. I'm right towards max. Give myself a little bit of wiggle room in here. Just dial it right up to the cup. It's 2.75 rings. I'm off. There's 1, 2, 7, 5. Oh, hit it great to the left. Very nicely in it though. Let's see if it funnels up towards the cup. Pretty nice. I like the fact that the wind is in such a way that we don't have to adjust over the sand. So But we're definitely going to want to bring whatever we got that's got the lowest wind. You could probably take that with a power 2 ball, but I'm not sure. Like I said, almost every time we got on this hole, I had a Titan and a power 3 ball, and it seemed like that adjustment right there was right on. So I'm not sure what it would change if you used a power 2 ball, like whether you'd have to change your elevation adjustment a little bit, because it'll put you in a different spot in your club. Because I know right now they've got the 2 power, 2 side spin, and I've got a bunch of turkey balls. So if you could use a 2 power ball there, a two power, 1 side spin, 5 wind, and I may try the turkey. You know, I may actually go with a turkey ball there and just have to work out what the elevation is, because that means I could make a smaller adjustment. And what are the balls that they're offering right now? Are they offering them anymore? Nope, they're out of the store. So maybe you bought some, maybe you didn't. What are my balls? In here, I don't have any, but in my main account, I've got some of those turkey balls, and they're 2 power, 1 side spin, 5 wind. So I may have to stick with a Kingmaker here. But if I do switch in my other account, yeah, I'm probably going to stick with a Kingmaker just to get the 3 wind, because that's the best that I could get here. And I may do the same thing in my other account. But those 3 power low wind balls don't grow on trees. We tend to see more of the 2 power and 1 power low wind balls than the 3 power low wind balls. So I'll have to see. But that shot right there will work if you hit it perfect. Which would probably be beneficial on any of these shots going into the cup. It's in a lot of cases it's not that big a deal on the drive, depending. But when you're taking those shots into the cup, you definitely need to hit perfect. All right, that was hole number 3 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.